Today I want to talk a little bit about picture size, both the physical file size of your picture and the dimensions of your picture. Both are important because a picture that has a large physical file size will take a long time to download, and the dimensions of your picture may or may not fit on your web page, depending on what your design calls for. So to start, I'm going to add a picture to my site. I've got one of my favorite pictures here, and it was taken directly off of a digital camera, and I'm going to show you what I mean by both large physical dimensions and size. So I'm going to create a picture, and I'm going to browse and upload fish JPEG, and I'm going to set this to be inline and left. Now when I save this thing, when I have pretty much part of a picture that I can see in my web browser, if I scroll down I can start to see some of the picture, and I can see the fish way over here. So that's no good. I need to make the picture smaller, and if I actually view the dimensions on this picture, and you can do this by right-clicking on most browsers, I can see that the dimensions are 3264 by 2448. Okay, and I also know, I looked at the file size earlier, and it's over 2 megabytes in size. Now, Ittrium software is only going to resize a picture that is under 2400 pixels wide by default. So if it's this big, you need to use Photoshop or something to do the resize. So to show you how to do that, I'm going to open up Photoshop, and I'll get rid of this other stuff we don't need. And I'm going to open up the fish picture. And then in Photoshop, there's a menu option at the top that says image, and then you can go image size. And here you can just change the size. Just make sure your scale styles are set up and your constrained proportions are both checked. And then I can take this down to any size I want. So I can say 800, and it'll change my width and height automatically. It'll resize my photo, and then if I view the actual size, I'm good here. Okay? So this picture I could save and upload to the site, and I could resize it through Ittrium. All right? Now when you want to upload a picture to the site that can be resized, I'm going to go replace this one with one I know that is a little bit smaller. And so I'm going to go grab fish 9400 or 940, and I'm going to save this. So now I'm going to have a picture that pretty much takes up my whole web page. Okay, but maybe I want this picture to be a bit smaller. So if I don't have Photoshop and I've got a picture that's under 2400 pixels wide, I can just edit the page, click on the picture, and then I can change the size by setting the width. So say I'll set it to half of 940, which is 470, and I'm going to do it in pixels, so that's a px, and then just check the appropriate resize option. If size differs, it'll be fine. That way we'll only change the size once when we save the picture. And so the picture will go through and it'll get converted to a 470 pixel size picture when I save the page. Okay, so now you can see I've got a decent sized picture. The quality degrades a bit, so if you want really high quality, do it in Photoshop. But this is one way to create both a picture with smaller dimensions and smaller physical size. Alright? In the next screencast, I'll show you how you can resize the picture just by placement on the page, and how you can use various layout options to change the size. Alright? Thanks.